Hello guys, welcome back to Ikuriku TV. Now, I know that this information has always been there, but it is also important that I emphasize on it and also put you through or give you the information as it comes. You might want to be asking if you can use your document to work in other European Union countries. Like maybe you have 2 years document, you have 5 years document, you have asilo politico. This lawyer here, he's an Italian lawyer. You can check him out on TikTok. He has a lot of information too. Now, in case you want to go to another country, please pay attention to what he has to say, and your motive or aim is to go there to work. For example, you got a 5 years, 2 years document in Italy and you want to go to Germany to work. Now listen to this information. I will use him as illustration, and as he explains, I will also explain to you. Right? Let's do this.
Con qualsiasi permesso di soggiorno si può andare in un altro paese dell'Unione Europea e rimanerci fino ad un massimo di 9.
So if you go to another country, if you travel to another country with your document to another, let's say Germany or France, from Italy, example, or Spain, you have 90 days. They will give you 90 days to stay and also return back to where you came from or your country. That is, let's say, like a visa for 90 days, which is equivalent to 3 months. Okay? Now, let's continue.
90 giorni, 3 mesi, ma senza
But
lavorare.
no work.
Puoi
So
fare
you
un viaggio.
cannot go to Germany with your 2 years document, with your 5 years document to work, for example, or France or any other European Union country, because you might feel, oh, because we are EU and I also can drive my car with Italian driver's license, Germany driver's license, you can use it to drive in any EU country. It doesn't work like that when it comes to the working system. You can't use it, your document, to work in another country, except you do these things. Now let's continue.
Per far visita ad amici, parenti o frequentare un breve corso di studio, ricordando che quando arrivi nel paese europeo che hai scelto devi avvisare le autorità locali della tua.
All right, so when you arrive in those countries, you can do a little study, take a course, or do anything there, but you must inform the authorities that you are here to do these kind of things, with your 3 months stay in their country.
Presenza. Per lavorare in tutta Europa l'unico permesso di soggiorno è quello di lunga durata.
Okay, so the only permit that you can use to work in another country is the lungo period. Okay, the lungo period, when you start applying for your 10 years document. If you have your 10 years document, you can use it to work in another country, but not these 2 years, 5 years that we have. No, not that one. You can't use that one to work in another country. You need the lungo period, that is 10 years document. That's what you need to start with, or maybe you have gotten citizenship. Far better. All right. So let's continue. A permit recognized by all the states of the Union, which is that lungo period. Okay.
Esso riconosciuto da tutti gli stati dell'Unione Europea. Quindi, se una persona in Italia ottiene un permesso di soggiorno di lunga durata, può decidere di andare a lavorare.
So if you get a working permit, a lungo periodo document in Italy, you can decide to relocate to Germany, to France, to Spain, to work there. You can decide to go there. So let's continue with him.
In un altro paese europeo. Questo però non è automatico.
It's not automatic.
È necessario, quando si arriva nel nuovo stato, capire quali sono le regole del rispetto.
Okay, so when you get to the new country, from your country where you got the lungo periodo, you need to know their rules and regulations, how things functions there. It is not automatic. You don't just have to jump into it because you have lungo periodo. You're going to make mistakes. So you also need to follow rules and regulations from the authorities of that particular country that you entered. Okay? Let's continue.
E chiedere i permessi per poter lavorare in quello Stato se sono richiesti. Alcuni paesi europei, ad esempio, hanno delle quote, cioè consentono solo ad un certo numero di stranieri con permesso di soggiorno di lungo periodo di recarsi lì per lavorare. Altri stati richiedono che la persona...
So what he's saying is that some states have, like, for example, he's calling them state, from some countries, EU countries, have shares. So they have limited number of foreigners that they can allow to work in their country. So you must know all these things before you start doing anything in that very country, okay?
Abbia prima un alloggio adeguato o che dimostri di avere già i soldi per mantenersi. E allora?
Okay, so living in these countries, maybe you want to stay there for a long time, or you want to work there with your lungo periodo document. You need to also, in some cases, when the job is not forthcoming immediately, you also need to prove that you can sustain yourself, you know, with the money that you have already. So it is very important for you to have money in your account. I've seen countless number of people who have always said that, oh, I can never allow my money stay in Europe. Just imagine if you have sent all your money to Nigeria and then this dollar rose. When you're supposed to send that money to get times 10 or times 3 of that money, and you don't have it here, it's in Naira, it has crashed. So that's why, except you are using it for business or you are using it for investment, that's okay, no problem. But if it is to go and store it in the bank in Nigeria, not advisable, bro.
Cosa succede a tutti gli altri tipi di permesso? È possibile lavorare? I permessi per protezione speciale, casi speciali, casi umanitari, lavoro subordinato, in genere.
Now he's mentioning all these casi speciale, subordinato, what have you. That's what he's talking about here. Whether you can use them to work. What happens to all these types of documents? Listen.
Tutti gli altri permessi di soggiorno, qualunque sia il loro nome, non consentono di lavorare in Europa.
Do not allow you to work in other European states unless, let's see what is unless.
Meno che non siano stati trasformati in permesso di soggiorno di lungo periodo.
Unless you have turned it to that lungo period. This also applies to the residence permit. So you can't just come into the country and start working.
Questo vale anche per il permesso di soggiorno per protezione sussidiaria, che deve essere trasformato in permesso di lunga durata. Attenzione però, quando trasformerete questo permesso, rinuncerete per sempre alla protezione sussidiaria. Quindi è molto importante, quando si prende questa decisione, capire bene la situazione. Infine, se una persona ha un permesso di asilo, questa persona è considerata identica ad un italiano, può lavorare liberamente senza nessun problema, ma anche in questo caso non avviene automaticamente. Devi prima.
So it seems that the only people who has this opportunity to work in any European countries, a part of the 10 years lungo periodo document, are people with this asilo politico, who has this, what do you call it, UN passport. These are the people who are free to work anywhere. You can leave Italy and go to another country to work. But mind you, that laws change in Italy and you must follow up. If not, you may be losing out. Let's continue.
Informarti sulle regole del paese europeo dove vuoi andare a lavorare. Se vuoi andare a lavorare in un altro paese dell'Unione Europea, devi avere il permesso di soggiorno giusto, quindi una carta di soggiorno di lungo periodo, e informarti attentamente sulle regole di quel paese.
Okay, so guys, that is it. Before you go to any country, you must inquire and know the rules there and also get their residence. I don't want my videos to be exceeding 10 minutes, but if it does, please, the full video will be on YouTube. Thank you and God bless you. Okay, drop your comment and share.